So this is Pastor Nick Hood. I'm at Belle Isle, and today I'm here at the Children's Playscape because on Memorial Day, 9 o'clock in the morning, this is where the pastor's annual bike ride will take place. I have not had this bike ride for 3 years, because of the pandemic, but we're coming out of the pandemic and trying to bring things back to normalcy. And so I hope you'll tune up your bike, call a friend, tell them, to come out to Belle Isle. We're just going to ride around Belle Isle. The nice thing about Belle Isle is one-way traffic. It's not hilly, it's all flat. This is a children's playscape. If there are people looking at this who have young children, bring your children out, and we'll just have a ball together. Let me tell you what I'm preaching about today. I'm preaching about blind Bartimaeus. This is a story where Jesus heals a blind man in Jericho from Mark chapter 10, starting at verse 46. And it's a beautiful story about how Bartimaeus positions himself at the gate of the city. And as Jesus is walking out, Bartimaeus calls out to him, says, "Have mercy on me." And Jesus asks him, "What do you want me to do?" And Bartimaeus says, "Give me back my eyesight." And Jesus tells him, "Your faith has made you whole." That's what I'm preaching about today. And I'm preaching about a different kind of prayer. I come up with sermons from different motivations. But this sermon in particular is based on an experience I had this week. I wrote a prayer, and I was just astounded by the prayer response on Facebook. 570 people as of Friday had looked at this prayer. 100 people had not only looked at the prayer but gone to my blog site and looked at it there. And I was just astounded by the response. But the prayer, the focus of the prayer was simply asking Jesus to do what you can't do for yourself. To say, "Lord, do it. Lord, do this for me right now." There's a boy in my church who had an operation, I think, on Thursday. And his mother called me, told me he was going into surgery. I prayed for him. I prayed for her. I talked to both of them. And, prayed that the doctors would do what they know how to do best. I prayed for the nurses, the medicines, and everything, and that he would have a good outcome. And the prayer was not a prayer of thanks, not a prayer of confession of sin, not particularly a prayer of praise, but in an overt sense, but in a less than direct sense. If you're praying to God to do something for you, you are acknowledging that God can and God will save. God can heal. If you pray a prayer of intercession, "God, do this right now," what you're really saying is, "I know you can do this, God, and I'm thanking you." So it's a implied prayer of praise and thanks, and even confession of sin and confession that we are weak. We cannot do this all on our own. And so that's what I'm preaching and praying about Sunday. I hope you'll come to church. If you can't make it to church, you can watch this on Facebook, YouTube, or the church website. And I want you to know, worship is getting ready to begin. Pick up a phone, call a friend, tell them worship is about to begin. Nick Hood is on the line. He's praying for you, and I hope to see you today. God bless, God keep you, and remember, I am praying for you.